others people fake differential stuff for HDMI and the clock stuff here, and so I guess we probably should finally publish all of this, because in the meantime multiple people mailed me. And as usual, leave me in the comments below if you want to see more FPGA stuff. So let's clone our own stuff. I wonder, let's better try that. Nah. This was only the video anyway, cut and paste. Thankfully this wasn't any stream token. Git clone, let's see if it Pico RV32 clean or something. Yeah, it works, like subversion. Don't use it every day. Move the stuff. I intentionally tested this in another direction, not in my source die. What? Oh, we have this 2 times already. Yeah, that is interesting. Pico RV can never. What? Pico RV 32 clean, seriously? One was for the where are we? Even get pulling without specifying something, branches discouraged. Nah. This probably was for the printf stuff that I sent upstream to Claire. You know what, let's maybe, just because I'm getting a little tired of that, let's probably, you know what, let's better double check that git status, because each time on branch, yeah, branch keyword, we for sure could check out the other one, but whatever. Clean, move. Yeah, and then, so I did this because I don't really want to mess with that. So to make sure that if you playing along at home, check that out, and got everything. So that would be make ulx3s proc or so, I guess. Oh, this is also not test, but Pico sock. Is it even fully on camera? I hope so. So TMDS decoder. So that was the point of checking this out cleanly. And by the way, the means of this live stream are, of course, to finance all this work, because even like, can you publish more sources? It's like, yeah, sitting here another hour. So welcome to another hour of live streaming 4G, and the can't make this up. Previous videos failing, DOCSIS, Vodafone, cable, goodness, of course, live streaming over LTE 4G, because otherwise we would have hundreds, if not thousands, drop frames of Vodafone, failing DOCSIS, cable, garbage stuff. Anyway, leave me in the comments below if I hope audio and video is fine. So, so copy and not move copy. So the point of this is having this clean stuff, because I don't want to mess in my working copy there. Pico sock, so that would be the VGA stuff. I just commit this now. Make fake differential, just as I said a second. I did initially not commit this because they are from multiple other people, maybe the last one, because they were all a little bit broken off by some pixels here and there. Took me hours and days last year or so to get this all working. And this is why, so this is not like, I didn't want to be evil not to commit. This is just like, felt like it was necessary. There might be some files of ours that are, however, necessary. VGA to DVA, so maybe the last ones were from Mika Elizabeth Scott. Also the best, but even those I had to fix and rework a little bit to be fully functional and like the most useful for us. And the clock file for the clocks on this. Again, so again, not evil, bad intention. You could have at any time Googled for those and imported those. I always thought like maybe we make it a submodule or whatever, but I mean, I don't have hours, weekends and nights and days and months to play around with Git, so let's just import some character set. So that is, I think so, this is a little bit copyright there, but I should probably not say that too loud. I generated that from other screenshot of vintage machines that might copyright like a little bit near. but whatever. Well, at least the file. So this file is generated for those who. I was basically looking for the best looking ROM VGA front of other examples, and used some screenshot and wrote a Lua script. So I mean, this file is probably not, well, the bit output might be one-to-one. You know what? I had this unlisted. Why is this unlisted? This is, of course, slide fail. So much to public, obviously. Shit, done, save. Always such fails. Why is this not really sure? No, whatever. Anyway, maybe this was too boring of a stream that I copied this other stream font so much to growing our channel with that. So again, so this is just some character font set in a specific like 32-bit ROM format of it's like, yeah, the company we copied that from might not even, well, we not directly anyway. It's again generated from screenshots. PicoSoc, so that would be VGA palette. Initially I had those initialized, I think, as far as I remember. You probably can rewatch all the plenty of old videos. I think I did this as an optimization when initially I had this hard-coded, then I had this as writable registers, and later I moved this in whatever other, maybe this was an optimization of having this reusable as pixel-based memory stuff of linear map something. What else do we have here? PS2, AtoSoc cell, PS2 not part of the design. No. Okay, let's see what we have there. Let's get status. Let's git add. So we added this, and this. So git commit imported, which by the way fake differential. Are they even from Mika? You know what? I'm not even fake differential clock. Actually, you know what? We had two. This were actually from the ulx people, imported ulx3s fake differential TS encoder. Maybe this is from me, not even sure. You will see. Anyway, the files should not be much modified and should have copyright note if necessary. Import. Anyway, we are not the commercial company shipping this anyway, right? So imported ulx3s fake differential TMS decoder related files. Maybe this VGA to DVI. Maybe one of those. Whatever. Yeah, this. Anyway, one from Icebreaker, one from ulx, doesn't matter too much. Then I commit this again, grouping this a little bit nicely, git status. So that these are like individual commits. I wonder, that's really a fail that I started live streaming with that. At least 0 frames. Yeah, no, this is more public. Anyway, you will see it later in the video archive. Okay, this log we don't need, so then git add this character set 32 and VGA palette. Ideally, maybe if we make this even more cleaner some other day, we could automatically generate this to like add some Python Lua or whatever. Edit VGA palette and char set for ulx3s. We could theoretically already push this upstream, so like git, I guess, push. That pushes, let's see, so then you can directly commits here 34 seconds ago. Yeah, you leave in the comments below. There were some comments of more I wonder if I published it there correctly. I was slightly irritated if not so many people tune in, but again, not the best time, not this and that. It's usually something should be that. As usual, leave me the comments below, but one comment there was already of more FPGA stuff, please. And again, we have this running right now. Here I had this logged in. What we really should do, maybe we spend an extra minute, because the SD card stuff of fat reading, also someday, sometime soon, we should port this to our new Rosetta code kind of code repository stuff that we want to share with our microkernel. So let's go in here, git status. I only hope that is not too broken. Yeah, there are a couple of more files. And so what else do we have here? This should fully synthesize, at least make ulx proc did its thing. So this should probably be complete. Also another good thing, I actually honestly lost with some data because I was doing the MIPS data center stuff, cross-compiling our data center before we moved this back to the Ryzen. Some really stupid, I mentioned this a couple of times, a really stupid block, word.io block, strange, probably even ext4 fail. And this actually affects, of all the stuff, not the most important stuff lost, but the SGA Octane impact cursor stuff that is really, I should have published it somewhere. I actually scrolled already with less, like less on the block device, and a lot of data is of course still there really, but whatever. So I still need to spend another night with whiskey and less and more whiskey and more less. And hopefully peel this file out of that. Yeah, also previous videos where I was actually longing for cloud, distributed cloud file system infrastructure stuff for my own stuff here anyway, and better publishing. So I guess that should be fully synthesized. So yeah, of course we have here some uncommitted stuff. So let's see. Actually, this is quite some stuff. Here's also some ulx3s V. I just spotted there some, like here, trace base. Let's actually rerun this and see if this fully synthesizes, but I think it did. Didn't touch this much the last month, honestly. The last thing was the quad-core stuff, which was mostly boring. This is also really a pity. My impression is the FPGA open hardware landscape is a little bit fragmented, similar to the Linux distribution thing, with Midgen, or like good old Verilog VHDL, and Midgen, or is it? I probably should actually. The annoying thing of that, what was this Python, Midgen something, Python toolbox stuff, I think it's that. What is for me a little bit frustrating, also this VEX RISC-V, especially VEX RISC-V that we tested a little bit in the previous videos, that this is using spinal HDL, and that is based on some Java-based, what was it? Not Julia, but damn, what was it? Spinal HDL of Scala. Previous videos. That is getting a little bit out of hand, in my opinion. Too many languages, like --e, too many languages. So yeah, this synthesizes. And so this is for me super frustrating. I really would love to do more with this VEX RISC-V, but previous videos I started to look a little bit in packaging that, of course, my own fault of running my own source distribution. But also, by the way, does this SD card? Oh, the SD card is in there, so we had some random stuff. of course, my own fault of running my own distribution, but honestly, it's in general, even if I would run whatever, Mac OS, Windows, or some other Linux distribution that shall not be named, that is anyway, you always need so much infrastructure. And yeah, a little bit too many languages for me. That is super frustrating, but leave in the comments below. That's also why I built these channels. Just family overloading me with cute baby videos, which I would actually show with you if I want to show our junior life on YouTube. Also, maybe it's coming, so maybe we do some nice newscast here together or something of babysitting junior with newscasting, latest greatest IT security vulnerabilities. Probably want to share, like, and subscribe for that. But yeah, Vex RISC-V, I would so totally love to do more with that. But why did I right, I wanted to test this SD. Why does it say no SD card? Yeah, I broke this a little bit. As you see, this was a little timing, I think. Also, although I'm not sure if oh, there's something coming. This clock might also just be too high. So previously this was working rock solid. Then I'm not sure what I broke today, though. Then actually the last state was that it was working reliably after a couple of times. Okay, this was some bonus material. But yeah, Vex RISC-V also, by the way, there is not only Sun had their T1 or T2 CPU GPL, but the sources I looked at recently, if you download this hundreds of megabytes, maybe it's, for me, even if you looked into that, even hard to find stuff. But there also was this Leon even earlier, like 20 years before Geisler research. Leon, 32-bit. Stefan Paletta says, absolutely need to say hello to baby boy on stream. Yeah, exactly. So even before the big hype of Open Hive, which probably is amazing, there was this Geisler researched Leon 3 32-bit Spark, which even has used their European Space Agency. That was even in like 2000 or something, plus minus, give or take a couple of years. And that is, however, so we could just other people have done this sometimes, but it's written in VHDL, which in my opinion is less desirable and not as readable and stuff as Verilog. But yeah, just to spread you some word. But in my opinion, also RISC-V is way more desirable in much cleaner RISC architecture. Anyway, let's continue sorting here this stuff, and maybe actually, maybe I should actually not. Let's do here Tmux, because Tmux and no, whatever. And because I probably want other, this doesn't, okay, then not Tmux. So let's just use two terminals, because I don't have the config here. So Pico RV32 clean. Clean Pico sock. I wanted actually, wait a second, I wanted to do another thing. So a bonus material. Let's, I think this was working reliably before we bumped up the clock significantly. MMC, what even was it? Pico, it has been some days. So also, by the way, we probably want to delete X and XC and Y. Probably some typos, or speaking about typos. Git status and actually wanted V. So which was the SPI? Let me think. This was audio PS2 simple word of was it SP? It was probably SPI MMC. And so where's the clock divider thing? I only remember I here divide clock 40 years. So probably this clock is way too fast. It's probably like a magnitude out of spec, which probably prevents this from working reliably. Divider, begin latency, speed up after ENET. Okay. So, yeah, also probably this ENET code we probably need to restructure so that it does, because it's doing some 70 clock cycles of previous video on the main channel, 70 clock cycles of clocking this in whatever that was before, like establishing some clock. Speed up after init, so divider equals 200, then X4 count latency. What was I thinking here? So also, yeah, lesson learned, commit and publish stuff early, because what have I even done here last summer? And also this, I see already here, this is not white space clean, obviously. Parameter latency. So log size, what is even? Now this was I really need to clean up here some stuff. Start to write out divider, so speed up. Initial, here's our initial divider. I don't even remember what was the latency about. Begin, start to write out. This was something in some start clock versus. Yeah, this was actually some attempt to make this more stable. I think this was like clocking latency kind of clocks out before starting to raise here the device select thing. Anyway, I guess where do we have this state? So this latency stuff is new. And state 2, 3, something. Yeah, from now on I really should publish this stuff immediately and commit this, because months later, what have I done here? Let's maybe make this divider 200, and then after this latency thing, because we somewhere had here 72. Do we have a 72 or 70x of 70? So it should be minimum 70 without clock select to whatever, wake up this thing or something. It's in the official spec for whatever reason. So we make this 80, and so begin initial 70 clock cycles makes this 80. So just so that you find this easier, state 1 latency, and let's maybe make this 8 or something and see if this becomes more stable. Let's see. So that is synthesizing something. While let's synthesize, let's see what else we can and should commit here. So this was some PS2 work, some hacky stuff of unifying that code more, and yeah, so this should of course be better device drivers. It's just for the sake of getting this started. This is just like moving this into some shared serial, like making serial and PS3 work at the time, something of that sort. This is also just adapting the clock here. Actually, clock, we have here multiple also. Why is here clock I? This is did we change the pin configuration? PL something, LP, PF. Yeah, I renamed here some stuff because there are multiple of this pin config files floating around, and we had here, what did we change? FPGA, IO buff, port, USB, DP, pull mode. Here, we changed this to D4, was it differential or something? Not even sure if this was totally needed. And we changed this differential to not. Yeah, I was. Oh, wait a second. D to whatever. Differential versus single ended. There was something of not working. So whatever. Why is this SD thing working so much worse now? So did we, so the problem is we might not fully totally correctly reset this. As you see, so that is probably need to do some command. Actually, wait a second, maybe it's actually working now because I had to delete in this mkfs fed. Maybe this is even correct because I had to use this card. Maybe this is even correct. Maybe this is deleted and mostly empty because I had to use this card for some other testing. The question is then, but it still doesn't work. So I think it worked totally reliably before we tinkered with the clocks. Maybe I should actually unpack my logic analyzer and digital storage scope there and take a look at the frequencies. It's so much to randomly tinkering with clocks. So what else do we have here? So this is some Pico RV, 32V RV. What is even here? I think I exchanged this core for testing. Which core do we even right now run with? I imported the Claire's new core. I think this wasn't faster for me. Yeah, changing the clock didn't make it much better yet. Maybe even the initial clock divider is too fast then. No, it works. Yeah, so now we are back to working after a couple of times. Divider, what is the, let's see, so the initial divider 100, clock count +1. This is our logic. We also should remove this. So we divide this by 200. We have 441133 or something. 200 is 220. What was the clock supposed to be? 100 something K. Doesn't look too bad though. We have here a 10-bit counter. We could also try to make it 400 just to be on the safe side. So what else do we have here? So this is 41, and this was always some back and forth with the SDRAM controller and getting that stable. Actually, we probably also should test that. Maybe we just to remove this. Well, it's some various stuff. Maybe I also just commit this as it. Again, theoretically, this is due for complete rewrite. So that is like get one again, as I said, shared serial and PS2. Some read file function. All right, I think I might have ported this or inspired from this Linux. Did I already use this read file? Command run. Right. This is actually new. This is we did a video about this loading some user executable that actually worked. Added your firmware read file and user loading an example user from SD, and let's theoretically, you know what, let's go here all in. Git diff firmware of X. Let's delete here. There's a user. We probably here command run. We can probably do that. Read file. Probably all should be ported in this read file. I wouldn't do it as a system call, but whatever. And let's see, Verilog user. Let's hope this user thing is run. No, where is this user thing? Here, this was together with the read line. I deleted that already. So read file, so much to that. But always double check and test, which right now we skip a little bit over. This test command was here. Also, yeah, this Tetris, I wanted to start some Tetris thing, but not done that much. Patch revert X. So we factored out this, wait a second. We factored out everything, so this is the run command. I would soon actually change that to load the full ELF file so that you can compile a regular RISC-V ELF file, of course specifically for this firmware, and relocate that wherever is memory. Maybe as part of our microkernel series. Again, just a little bit extra work of not separating everything, but a lot. Actually, very theoretically, you know what, we could delete this bench and stuff. Let's maybe do this. So that would be bench thing here and Tetris. Also let's do it the other way around. Let's commit here the useful stuff. I'm probably not even committing this. Started Tetris, it's not doing much, and that. So this get one, and so let's do it the other way of reversing that. That makes more sense. Allow in shared input from serial and PS2 and reapply the stuff. So what did we got here? Hey, now it worked from the first try, so definitely the first clocking stuff, but now it says no SD. It worked on the first try, but not later. Thank you very much. Yeah, this needs more state to work reliably. So makes this maybe 200, 300 something, and the later divider I think we changed then, like after the 74 or 18-hour case. Clocks 2, where do we have this? Divider, speed up after init. I think we had this 4 or even or only 2. I think this can be, yeah, let's something. But yeah, multitasking, always a good idea, especially with this long-running synthesis. And so these are clocks. Again, I had to just modify them multiple times around because this SDRAM in this configuration is at the very edge of working stable. Let's see, git status, what else do we have here? Maybe deleting stuff is not a good idea. I slightly wonder, by the way, do we... Yeah, that has some untracked changes, new branch, printf viewer. Yeah, maybe that's the very best idea. TMDSD code. Yeah, now we have some merge conflict stuff, I guess. Nah, not amazed. What else do we have modified? What did we modify in PS2? Parameter default divider. Why did I remove that? I don't remember. Maybe we specify here. Okay, it doesn't matter too much. Maybe we just commit this, or now we touch the firmware and need path and user source T2 trunk, obviously build. Let's hope we still have that around. Tool chain, tools cross, tools bin, either here or cross CC. I guess that probably should RISCV. 64 T2 Linux GNU also. Oh, wait a second, this was cross, I think. T2 Linux GNU RISCV. Oh, we have a C missing. Yeah, whatever, you need to bring your own compiler, obviously, or use T2. So that also still compiles. Also, we probably could have committed that already. Git add user C. That is this freestanding thing here. Whatever that was, git commit. I wonder, did we user sections user, so git add sections user. This is a hack somewhat. Edit user C and script. Can we, by the way, shit, I probably cannot git push that though. Shit. Probably need to merge that. Not that in. That's a little bit of a fail now, though. Git merging and the conflict resolution, the complexities of that not amused. I should have done all the git clean thing. Hey, that worked on the first try, but not on the second. SD test. What do we do? So yeah, you see there we have a lot of small stuff. I don't remember how we started the init sequence. SD card, SD log. What kind of start new command? Yeah, we had there some SPI MMC. There was some if reading 32-bit high bit set, then should have committed everything into that. Is now a little bit nah. Without specifying how to reconcile diverged branches is discouraged. You can squares one of the following. Following untracked working tree would override the merge. Actually, can git config global set something. Actually, I would be fine with that. So let's see what happens with that. Not possible to fast forward aborting. Pass rebase or no rebase. Probably following untracked working copy. You know what? We probably could maybe just delete this. And we have committed them. Subversion, I even would know how to deal with that so much too. Merge master something, whatever. Merge master something at user. Can we git push that or? It's somewhat of a surprise what happens. 600. Yeah, so it did something. Merge. It merged here. That user something fake differential user something because it worked. V32 clean. It's a bit of a pity that Claire probably is as overworked as V. Would be amazing to have like Verilog pipeline, superscalar, speculative, and high performance RISC-V core, but yeah. So that looks at least working Pico SOC, because theoretically we should have ulx3s proc AutoSOC reference module PS2 part of the design. Yeah, some more stuff to do. Get the firmware, but yeah, just our usual stuff, working here day and night and publishing, sharing all the bits and pieces. So this is a Tetris. Also, if you want to see me finish this Tetris, then leave me in the comments below. For the FPGA RISC-V obviously stuff, but honestly, maybe it's a little bit waste of time. Maybe it's too much. I thought it's maybe a nice exercise, but it's like I'm not the most motivated for Tetris, but leave me in the comments below. What I would actually would like to do is copying. There's this one mobile game, Edge. I'm not sure if that is still a thing. It's a little decade old already. And this here, and this is, I found this relatively pretty, one of the few mobile apps I ever purchased, of course for iOS. No, I don't have really iOS anymore, but it would be cool to write a small clone like that. Maybe this would not even take that much longer than Tetris, because with this I could test our 3D low-level code for the Virtual Voodoo stuff and our own microkernel stuff. So that would be much more cooler, and even have a software renderer. And because with Tetris I don't have this unless I write a 3D Tetris. Of course not copying the whole game, just like some view here, and test this code with GL stack and Virtual Voodoo and all this stuff. Anyway, this I think this probably would make way more sense than just a bloody Tetris clone. Why do we have this is not committed. I think I switched off the coffee machine somehow. I have how many minutes? I promised my girl to come more regularly in time for junior feeding every day, so that she has some more relaxing time, obviously. What is this VGA? VGA PAL text. What is with that? VGA PAL text. Maybe I shouldn't randomly delete stuff. So this, not because if I randomly delete stuff, then we will have missing files and lost data. You know what? I think I get some more coffee back in a second. So there we are back. Just pause the stream for that minute or two, not to waste precious 4G data for coffee. Yeah, but more RISC-V coming also soon. I ordered this unmatched high Thigh 55 something RISC-V unmatched Sync quad core ASIC stuff of PCIe 3 or so. Goodness, 16 gig memory, previous video, so it's a little bit delayed. That will be another month or two. But yeah, really looking forward to that. Let's see, grab a SOC. Do we still have that ulx of ulx3s? By the way, also, well, theoretically we have so much to do, right? You get the theme probably, because theoretically I would also want to share here more code between, like SOC definition between the ulx3s and the icebreaker. At SOC, do we have git diff? Again, the topic of this live stream is mostly, this is a clean, not so much to that. ulx3s, the topic of this live stream is just sorting all this stuff, or mostly somewhat sorting this stuff. So yeah, we have here some. So this is timing, mostly timing. So why does, or do I have here Eto? No. Okay, anyway, let's see. So this is mostly timing, 83 versus 80. Also, one warning, there is some strange change in this ECC PLL from Yosis or Project Trellis. The clock I generated with the old tools are stable, and the new tools with the same input here generate different clocks somehow. Probably need to update the T2 packages sometime soon again and see. So this is a little bit of a gotcha here with this timing, and as annoying in the open source tools, like with vendor tools, when this stuff randomly changes. Like with the previous version it works, with the next version it generates different PLL values. Maybe they're more correct or whatever they fixed there, but they don't work for me. That is a little bit annoying though. So yeah, clock here. We also have audio clock then. Audio of, we need to always adapt this to have correct. Is it, by the way, the same? We have here 80. Actually right now, you know what, we probably can revert this if this is 80. Need to be a little bit careful with that, otherwise the clock's out of think. What do we even have here? 80 megahertz. The problem is minus, where do we have? That is the issue with your clock, though. I mean, it says 80 megahertz. I hope it is then 80 megahertz. But if this, we will see this in the serial. If the serial clock, this would be either UART, a simple UART, default diff. I changed this Pico SOC V of simple UART. Where is the clock? Because I patched this. I think I even sent this upstream. Maybe Claire didn't commit this yet, but 6 months ago or so. Where's the instance of that? Oops. Simple UART. It's like here. Clock divider of you know what? This is for UART versus using the same UART for MIDI, I think. Default diff, where do we have default diff? Config divider. You know what? We change that in. Honestly, we could even. So we only use this for the MIDI. Previous videos, MT32 on this. What? Firmware UART. What is the clock? I think this should be correct here in this file. Yeah, then we probably right now run with that, because if this clock is off, then the UART clock is off. We set this somewhere here, yeah, like UART clock divider stuff. Yeah, so that is correct. Then audio clock of. Yeah, that is correct right now. I slightly wonder if the MIDI clock is not that this would be the most important, but MIDI UART of, yeah, because the same. Maybe I actually should make that system clock here a global config thing and pass this clock divider thing here correctly through all of those. Anyway, diff, so that would be at least those here of changing the clock again, mostly. Update ulx3s RV32, or this clock to 44.16667 Hertz again. Was again little back and forth and stuff. Anyway, what else do we have here? So this is, do we need this? This is integer, and we had to experiment a little bit around with that. This is RV32. Actually, I don't even. So does it mean right now we run with this Pico RV? I lost overview, honestly. I think the Pico RV was slower, so ulx3s. I had hoped that Claire's new Pico RV is faster, but somehow it wasn't. Pico RV not 3. By the way, Stefan Paletta, by the way, happy New Year again to everyone on this. Stefan Paletta, by the way, still here. That would be Pico RV. Why does this not 3? No. So we have a ulx3s. Do we 32? Oh, this was the only one. Maybe I changed this once back and forth and forgot. Yeah, the other. So this, at one point I tested that, didn't convince me yet, and Claire didn't continue to work on it as far as I've seen anyway. What do we have here? Okay, here's adding PS2 and then some section stuff. What is here? Frequency of targeting 50 maybe. Surprisingly, this currently synthesizes. bis 50 maybe. Here's some flash stuff for whatever reason. So this is just some random stuff, always some back and forth. That is also the reason why I didn't commit this. What do we have here? Okay, this is the Tetris stuff we looked over. This is a question, do we need this? Here's some icebreaker, do we need that? Maybe, maybe not PS24. Oh, this is just a comment anyway. Why do we have that there? I don't quite know right now. Maybe we need to commit this, so git PS3, yeah. Remove PS2 default clock parameter for now. Yeah, I probably should save that somewhere. Or use a new means of authentication. Git pull. And because the question is, it should for you work upstream, but no, it sock. Still apparently some stuff. This was again recurring theme of the point of this. Git status. What else do we have here? User C. We also theoretically have some utility stuff. Yeah, I didn't want to. This is a little fail. Because we don't need everything. Nah, shit. How to undo git add. Always so much random crap when all I want is the answer to one question. Git reset, git reset passes. Okay. Okay, that new file that probably did something. Wait, we need git add C. No, where is even somewhere should be. Wait, utility. We need that, and somewhere was also libc. Like string, lang, and friends. Yeah. Yeah, that's a little bit much now. So changes to not staged, modified changes not untracked. Hello? Changes to be committed, new file. Are you freaking kidding me? Where does it even add this? Files. So do we have a proper Unicode look here? Theoretically, we could even delete this garbage. New file, stringling, and this param. Okay, so then let's find out what libc in firmware. We need a couple of those files, and I will publish sometime soon. I will make some microkernel repository thing, and then the stuff will be in there. So git add string lang. I think I added string and compare, string and case, compare num set. Most are tiny from mostly placeholders as most minimal to make this C compatible. Oh, this param I actually needed. Okay, fine. Commit libc and utility. Again, this is from our otherwise subversion stuff. New files, changes not staged. Added some of our other nice in SVN source libc and C++ utility files, because this was also a complaint of people wanting to use it. And then it's like, yeah, where do I get those files? It's like, yeah, peer them out of our other stuff. Don Jesser writes, FPGA was so they found the channel. Great to see you doing it again. Yeah, would also be, so this is a more random channel, right? I this year want to sort this more, and this channel is not yet monetized. The goal, of course, is with this doing open source stuff and using YouTube and Patreon to earn a living and pay for food for us and our new baby and stuff. So would be amazing if you share, like, and subscribe to this more random live channel, because we need 400 or so more subscribers to monetize this. So right now we do this still for free, the good old fashioned stuff here. So yeah, that would be amazing as we publish more and more. And then also microkernel, so yeah, RISC-V stuff, and certainly what I, for 2020, 2021, what I actually plan to do is, again, more pre-edited video on the more main channel. So if you are in this more random Linux, open source, open hardware stuff, more random, let's stream some stuff and hang out together and drink some coffee and stuff, then this more random channel. And the other one, what I also try to do, I for 2021 do this more structured again, so at least one pre-edited AAA-ish video of latest hardware, like latest AMD, Intel, RISC-V hardware stuff. At least one security stream here on this more live channel, and then see what other time we have, and certainly microkernel and more sorted source stuff. So git commit, so yeah, that is a plan. Let's see how well we can stick to that. Git push. And git pull. So, but this probably still is not everything, but we are probably hopefully getting there. What else is left? Yeah, lots of files, obviously, because most of them we don't need in this example. Div core. ACCPL, what we crashed ACCPL, fun stuff, maybe some division by 0 or whatever, delete. I think this X we just, yeah, we reapplied that. You don't need that started Tetris stuff, but what else could here? Maybe diff. So yeah, the make file, obviously. And this pin stuff, I'm not entirely sure. We should actually test that. Where do we have it? Maybe we grab etto because we have some. Not sure why we get that, but let's see. What is here with this, by the way? We don't have that. Why did I touch that? I don't quite be static, sections LD, I have no idea why I touched that though. Ah, this was it. So I removed this RV32 IMC and added it globally apparently. This is just higher frequency. I think I at one point wanted to reach 50 megahertz, but I think that didn't quite work out for one reason or another. I could just commit this though to get, does it make somewhat sense? RE, so this is removal of that, because the problem was that I was sometimes rebuilding, resynthesizing, and I sometimes had some non-working stuff because this synthesizing this, for example, this is compressed RISC-V, compressed extension, the core becomes some megahertz slower due to added logic gates there for compressed support. And I sometimes wasted some 15 minutes of back and forth just because this firmware versus synthesizing stuff was out of sync. What else do we have here? DSD. So this was just stereo actually. Icebreaker testing stuff, I guess. This is just okay. We probably can commit that. Also, it's not entirely. PI MMC. Let's. Actually, this should be tabs. Normally my Emacs is quite good with that. Not sure what I did there. Damn, don't tell me all of them. Yeah, shit, it's a little bit pointless to. Don't want to have their changes all over the place. The problem is it's not entirely stable, but I think this was on the better. What do we have here? What was the original divider? 80 divider, if divider 200 speed up after. You know what? Maybe this was actually SPI diff. Let's see if was it 4 diff. Theoretically, we could try divider 300, so we could like make something in between. And what do we have here? If reset valid, so this is our reset not valid ready, then reset init state 0, just signal prettification, sample something. Where is our divider? Speed up after init. Is it here even the right place? Initial. So this state. I think this was meant after the 74 clock cycles without chip select initial. We could see if it's entirely stable if we make this the same clock, like not change the clock. Actually, you know what? We could also simply comment that out then. Just to commit something that actually works reliably, at least for me. But yeah, this SPI thing, this took also so much time to actually get working. Probably should actually really capture that on. Also, is it even? It's actually not easy to capture because the ulx3s has. It's not easy to probe the pins there. Maybe so maybe we can pick them up somewhere else because ECP something is on the other side. Yeah, what else do we have? Yeah, so we probably an hour in yet still. So how much work is it? Always quite some work. What else do we have here uncommitted? Do we have here some... No, we have unfortunately really many of those. What would be... We probably should get some git ignore temp file thing here. Less broken. What is this? This can be... Do we also have broken or something? No. And theoretically we could, for a quick start, delete those. Just to get here a little bit of... So yeah, we're flashing. Getting better overview what is still missing. So this worked on the first try, but not. Oh, it still doesn't work on the second though. Interesting. Why would this not continue to work? I should have committed this once it was stable latency. Maybe this latency thing is not so super amazing after all. Maybe this thing goes into a higher clock after that. What was it? I'm pretty sure once upon a time this was reliably working. Anyway. Pico RV32 clean. But yeah, regarding this... I think this cliff I can also delete. I think this was, oh no, for Claire, this was mostly when I was sending the printf stuff in. Not even sure if she merged that. I think she merged the cross prefix though. What else is missing? Reference PS2 referenced in module AtoSoc in. Okay, this is actually the make file. Maybe we actually after all should finally commit the make file picosoc. So the thing is, of course, I thought this a little bit, right? If I would have just YOLO'd and committed everything, would of course be significantly faster. But even I want somewhat usable Git history, and it's also better for you to play along and for us to be sect and so on and so on. Git status, and so let's see. Git diff makefile. So here is, actually I tried clang didn't work, though on this there was something with whatever, at least I think so. We can leave it in as a comment just in case. So this is EMC, so this was what we had. This is integer multiply and compressed, so that is removing that there. I wish it would have word diff, but somehow it doesn't. But I guess we just commit this. So this was previously, you see this was out of sync, this icebreaker for I versus IMC, but now we have this there at the top. So that probably makes sense. What do we have here? ulx. So there, this adds the PS2 thing there. Pico RV32, and yeah, this picosoc. Ah, right, this is using maybe another soc. This is not. Maybe it's where's the soc thing? ulx. So yeah, PS2 here, SPI MMC simple UART. Where is the? Maybe the soc is in the AtoSoc is in the ulx3s. No, anyway, whatever. So we add the PS2 global and flash probably doesn't do too much, and actually it's a couple of things. Yeah, here's the same IMC. You see this is keeping this in sync. This is why this is at the top now. And here we used object copy for something, and now we use firmware hex. What do we? This at least, so this is some user thing. User exe user elf. Where did that went? Object firmware hex. Why is this removed? Where is it going? Maybe we don't. Maybe we don't need the hex thing. This hex is for Verilog somehow I just removed this apparently for no good reason. Whatever was going on there. Anyway, who's using simulation anyway, right? So it worked on the first try. Yeah, not the second. That is a little bit disappointing. It works the first. I mean, at least it works reliably after the first insertion, probably. Okay, it's not that much better, at least more deterministic. Divider. I think we had here 4. 4 was we debug this another day. I was hoping I can fix this in parallel. So commit. Oh, wait a second. What did we change this to? Commit makefile, not stage. Edit ulx3s freestanding user Excel to the updated file. Edit ulx freestanding user Excel global architecture thing. That would be global march. Did we had higher than frequency testing push? Oh, let's push it in a second. Oh no, let's push it already. Synthesizing that. So the second speed, it's after the initial clock cycle stuff. We go higher frequency. We just should check what's, maybe we need a higher latency or whatever for reclocking that after the first select or something, but that's certainly something for another day to debug. Maybe even for simulation, right? I saw White Quark or so has an amazing, potentially more amazing C++ based synthesizing stuff. So yeah, works on the first try, but not the second. Yeah, not that much progress there. At least, yeah, at least it works somewhat. So then let's see if that finally builds for you. Clean pico socket pull. Lena hex. Okay, I mean, we can commit this. This is just example. It's not used for much. This is just example test initialization pattern. You know what? Let's commit it out. Comment it out. This is, and it's really not needed. Then you just don't have test pattern. Don't think we really should have it in there. This would be in VGA, Lena, init file. It's like, nope, no init file anymore. I guess we can like make it like so or something. Do we have other init files? Character set, char set, Lena. Char set, init file. What do we have here? Character set. No, it's synthesizing something. So let's, while this is synthesizing, let's go here more through the stuff again. So firmware, Tetris, unfinished stuff. So that is the question, do we need this? Ah, this is all that's left? Oh, that would be certainly progress. Yeah, as usual, leave in the comments below if anything that comes to your mind regarding that S1F config, how much, half a gig. over LTE, because obviously failing can't mix the stuff up. Yeah, not recommendable. Vodafone failing DOCSIS infrastructure, at least in the center of Berlin. Cheers. And O2 LTE, more a surgeon failure. Thank you very much. Maybe that could potentially be a surgeon failure. Maybe that is why I changed time-consuming stuff. Maybe this is why I changed the ulx3s. All of the stuff, by the way, took forever to find. Pico V32. Pico SOC LPF or something to here. Let's try that again. That might be then why I changed that. But yeah, always good to have that documented. Other stuff. So other stuff I would want to do, the PS2 controller. You see, we have quite some ambitions, but time and money is a bit of a challenge. Other stuff I would want to do is really, because many of the a lot of the stuff we have done from scratch. Some stuff I've gathered together, like HDMI based stuff, fixed it in many days of work. SD controller taken from some Game Boy, I think, emulator, and fixed this up significantly. And other stuff like the MIDI stuff, I've reused Claire's Simple UART, and maybe the MMC stuff I've done kind of. Maybe the MMC was based on the Simple UART and significantly modified and cleaned up or something. Anyway, my point is I would want to do I2C for the real-time clock and other stuff. Just I would want a lot of this code out there is often does not really fit my quality level standards, and what I ideally would want to do is have certainly not create a full like unmatched RISC-V competition here of super scalar, out of order, speculative execution, whatever stuff, but at least have here some like super readable examples. I probably should spend some days, weekends and stuff to clean this up to have even more amazing readable stuff. That would mean I2C examples. Sure, there are plenty out there, but a lot are complex, a lot are not as readable. And another thing would also be the PS2 controllers right now receive only. So whatever the keyboard comes in, it has multiple modes. Theoretically, this should be also bidirectional, and theoretically, we want keyboard and mouse, right? And also USB. There are USB cores out there, super complex, of course, due to the nature of USB, super complex. Maybe we integrate someone's USB core in here some other day. Leave me in the comments below and share, like, and subscribe, obviously. Yeah, so this I wanted to actually copy the path thing. Maybe not the path thing, but cross either clean of cross pair path maybe 2 not found path equals this. Again, you need to adapt. This is one thing you need to adapt. I left it like Claire had it or something. Utility C, okay. Okay, let's copy this over and commit this Pico V32, some of my helpers from other projects. And again, for the microcontroller stuff, I will restructure all this stuff in some Rosetta Cone kind of best practices. This is utility C.H, utility. Maybe no, it's enough. The question is, but we have probably more stuff in there. Ideally, I would also want to modernize the firmware I started from Claire's example firmware, which of course was only example test firmware, and added more and more stuff. And ideally, this would need significant cleanups, obviously. Someone should probably not sit as leisure in that stuff. Anyway, let's see if that comes up then finally for you to play along at home. And it does something, it even reads this at the first try. And yeah, I guess with that, that's it for this video. Git commit new file, edit utc. Then you finally hopefully can play along at home. And don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And some other day, again, this probably was over an hour or something. Another day, we obviously need to significantly continue with that. But at least now, here on this GitHub RXR BLN, and finally, hopefully should have all files. Maybe the copyright is not amazingly listed on all files, but whatever, you get the idea. So yeah, that worked. This is Tetris. Leave in the comments below what you like to see. I2C, Square-C, RTC, PS2, 3D stuff. Very theoretically I would, but yeah, it's complexity, hardware isolated stuff there. Maybe even virtual voodoo-like triangle shading and texturing, but that is for some other months. I hope you learned something, and don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Recommend this channel to your friends and family, because it would be amazing if we make another $1 or $2 a day with this more random life stuff monetized, because as you see, it takes forever just to sort it, test, more testing, and the SD card stuff, as you see, somehow was more working. I need to guru meditate over this stuff. And implemented more standard conforming there, and also with better reset logic. Yeah, the problem is also we only do this 80 cycles at reset time, and not like card insertion time. So if you power this on without SD card, this stuff is 80 clock reset thing stuff, and yeah. Anyway. So much stuff to do, and I hope to see you soon for all those fun stuff to come.